good over for the Warriors. Very, very good. 14 from it, 96 for 6. This game has really taken an interesting turn. 53 required from 30. It's 96 for 6 at the moment. The Vipers having scored 50 in their last 5. It's possible for the Warriors. Question will be on wickets in hand, possibly. But the Vipers themselves only had 5 wickets in hand. And they started their last 5. Who's going to win this little battle? This game's really taken a nice, interesting turn.
I think it's too late now, but I'm surprised that Colin Munro hadn't gone for Mustafa at some stage, just with that low arm action, all skidding on, staying low. Successive Hasaranga, who only used 1 spin bowling option. Going back to Luke Wood, still got to bowl Benny Howell 1 more over if he doesn't go with that spin. And then Cottrell and Atkinson with an over apiece.
Like a brave captain to bring in a new bowler at this stage. I've only used the 5 so far. Sometimes you sort of got to think ahead, don't you? Think, all right, I need just keep an over in the bank. Take a little bit less pressure off the bowlers in these last 5 overs. Especially on a night where Cottrell's just been a bit expensive. It's not quite been what we've seen him and the quality we've seen from him through the tournament.
One wicket away from taking that white belt off Hasaranga, off his teammate. His economy's been exceptional throughout the tournament.
Around the wicket. It's very wide as well, angling it into the right-hander. Difficult to get the scoring area. Just it into the surface.
Yeah, no, they're not big boundaries by any stretch, but they're still decent into the pockets. That's when you're trying to get both batters to hit into those mid-wicket sort of square leg pockets, which are okay when you're not timing it as not. Fielder on the ground, Adam Lyth. Paul Walter looking to go down the ground, but it's that cross seamer, it's into the pitch, it's hit high on the bat this time. Very comfortable for Adam Lyth. Good hand played by Paul Walter.
Hard work here, but we know how to have a laugh. So then, when can you start?
than the rest of us.
In his fancy pants.
In a cage.
This Friday, there'll be 100, yes, 100 millionaires guaranteed in the European Millionaire Maker. Euro Millions from the National Lottery. Play on app.
I'm not giving you anything until I find out if my daughter's safe.
And your son-in-law.
Yeah, him too.
Come out, pirate man! Are you dead?
On Green Football Weekend, help football, help the planet. Walk on. Driving less to the game could prevent tons of carbon pollution. Stay cool. If we all turn the heating down by just 1 degree, it will be like taking tons of cars off the road. And taste the future. If we all ate 1 veggie meal a week, it could be like saving thousands of trees. Score green goals for your club on Green Football Weekend.
Instructions. What will they be saying? Paul Fabregas. What will Paul Fabregas be saying to Noor Ahmed and Junaid Sadiq? 12 and over needed. David Gow, what would they have said?
Well, you feel that Noor is the man if anyone's going to do it. Any support most welcome. It's a cracking shot. That is an absolutely cracking shot. So the instructions obviously were to walk down the pitch, smack the half volley past mid off the ball, and
Paul
keep chasing.
Fabregas. What a great hit. Really top class by the youngster.
So the instructions obviously were to walk down the
generally
pitch,
thumping a good length.
smack
He's a
the
little bit
half volley
fuller
past
there.
mid off the ball,
Noor Ahmed makes
and
it
keep
into a
chasing.
nice juicy half volley. What a great hit. Hale
Really
still inside the ring of mid off.
The instructions obviously were to walk down the pitch.
Thumping a good length. It's high. It's Alex Hales backtracking. Alex Hales puts it down. What a great hit. Covered the ground. Got there. Got 2 hands to it. Punches it out. It's high. It's
Never easy, never easy. It's all about getting yourself into that right position. We've seen Hales take a few in that position. We've seen him drop a few over the years. Up it goes, high into the sky, into the lights. Those hands are high, but hard.
Well, the Vipers have now dropped 10 catches in this competition, more than any other side. Does all the hard work. Backtracks, make the ground. All you say to the fielders, get in position and make the ground and get yourself set. And he did.
It's a bit of a grab at the end, wasn't it? The hands were hard, not soft. It didn't just give. So if you give just that little bit, that ball nestles into the palm.
Well, we know what Paul Fabregas' plans were. Run down the wicket and smack every ball. Well, Hales has got a lot of points, fantasy points, in this tournament. If he could have held on to that catch, he would have given himself a bit more in the Sports Buzz 11 Buzzmaker fantasy points. He is top. He could have just given himself a little bit more distance with Robin Powell and Pollard, etc. Good bowling, excellent, heavy length.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, forget the points, forget the fantasy points. Take the catch, Warriors are 8 down. You're thinking you've taken another step towards winning the game, getting 2 points on the board for your team. Which of course can still happen despite the drop.
Straight up. Now Alex Hales. It's a carbon copy. Alex Hales! Alex Hales! No, no, no! What's happening out there? 11th drop of the tournament for the Vipers, and Hales 2 in the over. 109 for 7.
It is, as Niall said, an absolute carbon copy. And again, the hands are up there in front of his eyes, which most coaches would say is a very good place for them to be, but they don't give. They just do not give. Put someone else along off or mid off. Take him out of the firing line.
Incredible drama here at Sharjah. This game is not over. Noor Ahmed, the talented teenager from Afghanistan, known for his bowling, but more than capable with bat. Alex Hales, have another go. Noor Ahmed thinks, surely not again. This ball hits the left hand first. The previous drop thumped into the right hand. What you're trying to do is get it in between the two hands, in the middle.
But you know the psychology. You've just had the same thing and it's gone wrong. It hangs in the air for what seems like a year or two. And all you can think about is, please don't drop it, please don't drop it, rather more than converting it into the sort of more positive, this time I am definitely going to catch it. So the negative thoughts overtake the positive, the ball drops. He'll want to hide in the field now for the rest of the night, that is for sure.
Well, Luke Wood around the wicket to Junaid Sadiq, who can't thump it leg side.
Well, will these drops come to haunt Alex Hales? Time will tell, and it won't be long from now either. Two almost identical chances. Yes, not easy when you've got to go back like that and position yourself. You've got the night sky and the lights. But basically just an absolute carbon copy repeat.
Well, 3 failures with the bat as well. You just wonder, does it translate and drag itself into the field? He looked extremely frustrated, Alex Hales, when he was bowled tonight. At 3 low scores, that happens. You just wonder, does that little lack of confidence maybe just drag into the field? 2 regulation catches. You'd expect your pro to say every day of the week.
Not necessarily on Tuesday, sir.
Well, it's 2 for Tuesday. Well, because Atkinson bowled well. Good spell.
Yeah, you've got to feel for him. Because he's, you know, he's the man also in the firing line letting the ball go. Deserve the wicket. There's a lot of swinging going on here. More swinging than the 60s.
Well, Junaid Sadiq hit one over 100 metres in Cardinia Park in Geelong, up against Dushmanta Chamira back in October at the T20 World Cup. And I think for a while there he had it on top of his social media reels. He just kept on repeat. So he can hit leg side, the big quick. A lot of work to be done. Nearly 15 and over now. Good pace, 142 Ks, Luke Wood. Gone, Luke Wood, brilliant. 142 Ks, you miss. I hit, 3 for Wood.
Yeah, pace out of the hand has its merits, absolute merits too, when someone's trying to swing away at the end of the innings. Kept it full, kept it straight, little inside edge I think as well, but good bowling from Luke Wood. That's why he's there at this stage of this crucial innings. Yeah, the inside edge drags it on, just that low bounce yet again. The low bounce is back. But 8 down now. $112 on the board, and it's Noor Ahmed who would have been the key at this stage. Gone for 23, 112 for 8.
Naveen ul Haq in at 10. Need a miracle here, the Warriors. Luke Wood has been so good. Late into the tournament, of course. On the way back from Australia, just stops off in the UAE for a couple of weeks extra cricket. Good addition. Not much bounce, a little under edge, maybe toe of the bat, but when you've got that pace, you've got some good skills, you're a real threat. Highly regarded in the UK, Luke Wood. Strong, powerful, left arm quick. That's a superb over. Just 5 off at Anna wicket. Luke Wood done for the night. 3 for 20 from his 4. 114 for 8.
Yeah, Vipers would have known at the start of this second innings of the night that their way to victory was through wickets. Hasaranga provided the key ones in the middle. Luke Wood has picked up 3 as well. 3 for 20 from his 4 overs. Those are good figures, good effective figures. Alex Hales just exhales gently, breathes a sigh of relief that his drops might not be quite as crucial as they could have been.
Eleven drops in the tournament for the Vipers. It's an area they have to really mop up. They have to get that right. Last 2 overs. Sheldon Cottrell, who doesn't bowl a great deal at a death anymore. They need him here. Close this game out. Benny Howe maybe to finish the other end, or maybe even Rohan Mustafa with his off-spin Yorkers.
Yeah, each ball now at this late stage that doesn't bring a run just sees the required rate nudge up by another run or so or more. Yeah, Cottrell knows what he's doing, knows what he's got to try and do here. He's got tail-enders up against him, so you know, if Noor was still there, you'd have to be thinking a bit more cleverly about what you do, the lengths and the lines. Was to cramp them up. Oh, and so close to the top of off.
Got to give the Vipers a lot of credit. They were absolutely thumped here a couple of nights ago by My Emirates. Come back today, you want a game quickly. When you have a bad loss, you want another game. And then when you're in trouble with the bat, could easily have crumbled. But they've shown some good spirit and good, well, some real championship winning mentality, actually, because they've been up against it for large parts of this game. What you want to see from the top team, character.
Yeah, I mean, that character will come into play, of course, right at the end of the tournament. We can pretty much be assured they are assured they'll be in that top 4, probably in the top 2. The way the qualifying system works, it gives you a slight advantage that way to get into the final. When you get to that final, you just have to nail it on the day. And of course, at that stage, if you're dropping 2 catches somewhere between mid-off and long-off at a crucial stage of the game, it could cost you the tournament.
What a shot that is. Whatever happens in this match, that is the best shot of the evening. Exceptional. Naveen, you never know what he's going to do.
This is like something from Cirque du Soleil. It takes a contortion to get the bat into that condition.
Pretty sure he gave Sheldon Cottrell his plan. Now, Sheldon, change your plan. Great shot. Brilliant hit. Brilliant skill. Shot of the match for me. Deep in the crease, Cottrell roughs him up. Good response. Cirque du Soleil. A bit of you, is it?
Well, you've got to admire them if you can get a ticket. Yeah, something special. You're right, that was something special.
I think Dubai Capitals, Phil Simmons and his coaching staff, Samuel Badgery and Robin Powell, are sitting in the hotel watching this game with keen interest. It's going to be the fight for fourth place you feel between the Warriors and Dubai Capitals. Just sitting in the hotel a little happier tonight, I reckon, Phil Simmons.
Well, these are the games coming up at the, well, that finish off the league stage of this ILT20. Emirates against the Giants tomorrow up in Abu Dhabi. And we know that Abu Dhabi Night Riders are just playing for fun from now on. Well, haven't had much fun so far, have they? But yeah, the top of the table, it's all about positioning yourself, first of all in the top four, of course, but top two as well, advantages. The Vipers currently top with those 10 points from their 5 wins. Going to be 6, and it should be 6. Oh, that's clanged. That has clanged into the visor.
Well, good bouncer from Sheldon Cottrell. They just do the checks, do the protocols. 19 done, 120 for 8.
That helmet does its job, of course. Nonetheless, it's a bit of a clatter. It's not just a gentle blow. Even if you've got the helmet on, that little side piece, you know, there'll be reverberations through the head. You've got to go through all these concussion checks. And it's not a nice moment. Because, as I say, a huge relief to know you've got something offering you protection. But it's never a nice feeling, because you know a split second before it happens, this is just about to hurt. He's very late on the shot too, as I say, tailing and pretending to be a batsman. Nowhere near it with the bat.
He also hasn't got the extra protection. You see, most batters nowadays, they have the extra protection around the back of the head, the stem guard. So you see, normally beside the grill there at the back, you've got that little extra bit of protection, a little bit of plastic. Neither Junaid nor Naveen have that extra protection, which is slightly surprising in this day and age when so much attention has been paid to that blows to the head, etc. So I'm a little bit surprised.
Right, final act of this play then. 1 over to go, 120 for 8. Runs required, 29.
That's doable. Ever the optimist, me. You know that. Have a moment. That's going to be a wide.
Well, that helps. I was just thinking there are definitions of optimism. That's one of the more extreme ones.
Well, I think when you arrived 2.5 weeks ago when we had a cup of tea one evening, I told you I'm definitely a glass half full kind of guy.
I've seen you as the glass totally empty in a hurry sort of guy.
I do love a cup of tea.
But then refilled very quickly. That bubbly spirit comes to the fore. Still not going to win. I wish I hadn't said that now.
Well, the tea bags are out again. There we go. Stick it in the cup.
Don't drop it.
Naveen, will he get funky? Going to be another wide. Well, now then. Every wide counts.
Well, it is an interesting time to bowl your first over of the evening, isn't it? And yes, there's a cushion. Little air coming out of that cushion at the moment. So we've still got 6 balls left. It's now down to 27 runs to win. Or 26 to tie.
Is there a bat on that? Because if there's no bat, it must be very, very close. Rod Tucker says inside edge. One of the best in the business, Rod Tucker. Sharjah said, this is my first over. Let's send it upstairs, Captain. Try and snaffle a wicket. Leg side, Junaid looking leg side. May he go deep in his crease and across to the offside. He does. Well bowled. Shiraz Ahmed, excellent bowler. He's got a slingy left arm action, gets his Yorkers in well. How would you sum up this performance from the Vipers? Because you'll be interviewing Colin Monroe soon, I'm sure. You always seem to be interviewing Colin Monroe.
I'm getting to know him quite well now. The toss of a coin and what we're going to do tonight. I mean, it was fascinating this afternoon, early this evening, when he said we're going to bat first. Because his way has been always to bowl first, pretty much. Now, we think, looking at that again, is there that little inside edge, or is it straight onto the pad? It's irrelevant. It's been given no down. It's not been reviewed, but it'd be worth having a look, wouldn't it? Just to tidy these things up. Then he tries that low, trying for the Yorker, gets the low full toss in, which is not easy for a tail ender to get away. Now, has it just flicked there? Has it flicked? No, it hasn't. No bat. So, just for the record,